Good evening, I'm Stacey Amos for News Channel 8, and these are the top stories that we have for you tonight. An update on yesterday's drug raids, and we'll take you back to the 1994 tragic murder of Lisa Renee. It's the annual Food and Wine Experience on St. Croix, and police in the Dominican Republic believe the recent murder of a lawyer is linked to a Puerto Rican kingpin. Those stories and more are up next for you on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, Nick Renee, a convicted drug dealer, is among the 17 accused of running marijuana from North Texas to the USVI. His dealings led to the 1994 abduction, rape, and live burial of his sister, Lisa Renee. Right across the newsroom is our own News Channel 8 Wes Small with more.
Here's a follow-up on the drug trafficking ring bust via the United States Post Office, where we had at least 11 defendants charged with allegedly conspiring to smuggle more than 500 kilograms of marijuana into our territory from the Texas area. Now, those 11 suspects joined 6 other defendants in Texas who were arrested last week. But, folks, it's more than just a drug bust, isn't it? It's more than just a drug smuggling ring being torn down in our territory. It brings about a moral issue. Neil Renee, now 35 years old, was 17 years old back in 1994 when his 16-year-old younger sister, Lisa Renee, was tortured, brutally raped over a 3-day period in back of a car seat, taken to motel over around 4 or 5 states. Such, at least one man has been put to death. One man giving 30 years, one 25 years, one 15 years, and he's already out. Now, you figured that her brother would have learned his lesson, but lo and behold, look what we found out yesterday. I want to warn you, this reenactment, as we go back to 1994, may not be for the weak or the squeamish or your children. I want to bring it on home now. What can happen when a drug deal goes bad? How it can hurt a member of your family who is innocent. I take you back now to ERT broadcast from Dallas, Texas, and this reenactment of the tragedy of Lisa Renee.
Lisa Renee, 16 years old, and she's home alone.
Eventually you hear the crashing of a window, and they came in and took her.
Ma'am, what's going on? Ma'am.
Next thing you hear is that Lisa is screaming and the phone goes dead.
We knew from the very start that it was going to be a very bad situation.
And what they find confirms their suspicions. The door had been shattered from the outside. There was glass everywhere.
The only thing missing from the apartment was Lisa.
When investigators contact the FBI, the mystery only deepens.
When the voices came on a 911 call, you could hear the voices and tell they were African-American males. I was the only minority agent at the time in Fort Worth, and I advised the night clerk that it was not me.
In fact, it isn't the FBI at all.
When agents make arrests, they do not smash the sliding door.
It looks like someone posing as the FBI has abducted Lisa Renee.
And like the Postal Inspector Amanda McMurray said during the press conference yesterday, apparently Mr. Nick Renee did not learn his lesson. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Roger Dewey gives us an update on the St. Croix Food and Wine Experience.
We got to sell these tickets. It's the St. Croix Foundation, and we're talking a taste of St. Croix here in revitalized Times Square, where I got my retired buddies over here. Hey, guys, what's going on? Don't keep the camera on them too long. They charge a fee, Roger. Raj, Executive Director of St. Croix Foundation. what's going on with the tickets. It certainly benefits a lot of great entities like Antoine's kids with culinary and all sorts of other good things. Tell us what's going on and how can we get our tickets?
Okay, first, the most amazing thing is the success of the whole week and the Taste of St. Croix. The beauty of this is that it's an industry celebration, and that's what makes it such a great success. And some of the funds raised at the Taste, for example, support the kids at the CTEC program at the vocational school, supports the VI culinary team, and a lot of other things like that. But the entire week is a fundraiser for the St. Croix Foundation and all of our programs. And so there are many, many events besides just the Taste of St. Croix. There's a kids cooking program at Proby Larson School on Saturday. There's a dine-around in Christiansted on Tuesday where you go to 3 different restaurants for an entree and a beverage. There's a barbecue at the Fort on Friday night in Frederiksted in partnership with Sunset Jazz, and that's incredible because we've got our guest chefs coming in and teaching recipe to the CTEC kids who are going to be preparing the recipe under the tutelage of Chef Dews at the CTEC program, as well as these guest chefs. And we have Siete's Son, we have Sunset Jazz, so it's a great party, and that one's only $50. We do that as a way to make some of these things much more accessible.
Sure.
We've got another program called Wine in the Warehouse on Saturday night at the Leewood Warehouse.
People love that one.
Out out on Center Line Road, and the beauty of that is that's really for the wine aficionados.
I know.
Where Taste of St. Croix is more about food and wine. While there is food on Saturday night, you get an incredible array of wines being poured, and people can actually buy the wine.
How can folks come online and check you out, or if they could give you a call, 773-9898?
That's correct for tickets, or on stcroixfoodandwine.com.
There you go.
And also there's one other event I want to mention, which is Cuisine on the Green on Sunday, which is at Carambola Golf Course.
Right.
And at that case, there is either a drink or some kind of food at every single hole on the golf course, and it's wonderful.
Get out.
No, really. But one thing I want to add is 10 travel writers come in for this week of events, and probably the vast majority of the publicity that St. Croix is getting for travel writers is coming out of this week. So this is a great opportunity.
Universal commercialism.
I mean,
for
some of the travel writers are coming from such prestigious publications as Caribbean Travel and Life or Coastal Living, as well as food and wine bloggers. It's amazing.
Let me have the date again for the Taste of St. Croix.
Well, first of all, Taste tickets are sold out. They sell out immediately every year. And the foundation does not control Taste tickets. That's controlled by a restaurant group. All the rest of events we have tickets for, but not the Taste of St. Croix. Taste of St. Croix tickets were sold on the 31st. They're already gone. So, Wes, don't put me in a tough position with everybody calling me because you didn't pay attention.
Why don't you guys just print more tickets?
It's not possible. You think about the cost of the restaurants. You only want a certain number of people there, so it's a comfortable
You're like the U.S. Treasury. Just print more money.
Yeah, well, I wish that were the case.
Okay.
But anyway, we want the community to know there are a lot of other wonderful events that are not expensive, that people can come to and really enjoy.
Call 773-9898. Hi, sweetheart. For more information, and go online at www.stcroixfoodandwine.com. Smile, guys. Look at the retiree guys. They're happy.
Wes, thank you, Channel 8,
all
for
the time.
Support. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Where would we be without the St. Croix Foundation? Just hit the tape. Roger, you and your staff have wings waiting for you in heaven.
Well, thanks, buddy.
In front of the old-time movies in Times Square, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
The murder of attorney Jose Antonio Evangelista in the Dominican Republic is reportedly linked to a Puerto Rican kingpin. That story and more is up next for you in your Caribbean Report. Now here's your Caribbean Report. From the Caribbean region, MarryCaribbean.com, the premier website for information on weddings and honeymoons in the Caribbean, announced the launch of a public relations campaign in China with a focus on the new generation of affluent Chinese tourists. The program will target wealthy Chinese couples through a network of outbound travel opinion leaders and other platforms. According to the UN World Tourism Organization Secretary General Taleb Rafi, China will become the world's largest inbound and outbound tourist travel market within 5 to 7 years. From Barbados, the 13th Annual Caribbean Conference on Sustainable Tourism Development opens in Guyana this Sunday, April 15th, with a ceremony that is expected to feature addresses from several dignitaries, including the country's acting president, Mr. Sam Hines, the acting tourism minister, Honorable Irafan Ali, and the chairman of the Caribbean Tourism Organization, Honorable Ricky Scarrett. From Antigua, Kimani Marley, son of legendary reggae performer Bob Marley, will be performing during the 45th anniversary of Antigua Sailing Week. The international recording artist is the featured act for a concert in Nelson's Dockyard on Tuesday, May 1st. This will be Kimani's first time performing in Antigua. The concert will also feature the popular Spirited Band, led by another legend in his own right, West Indian fast bowling great Curtly Ambrose. The concert will start at 6 p.m. and tickets are on sale at the Antigua Yacht Club and the Antigua Hotel and Tourist Association office. From Dominica, Dominica is expected to benefit from the announcement of an injection of $77 million into the Caribbean next year to develop projects to fight crime and violence. The funds will be dispersed through the security partnership between CARICOM states, the Dominican Republic, and the U.S. called the Caribbean Basin Security Initiative that was launched last year. Guyana and Suriname will also receive riverine patrol boats and related equipment in 2012. From the Dominican Republic, the lawyer Jose Antonio Evangelista, who was gunned down Wednesday, was the first legal defender for Mary Peleas in the trial on money laundering for Puerto Rican kingpin Jose Figueroa Acosta, in which she was sent to spend 15 years in prison. The gangland-style murder of Jose Antonio Evangelista and the number of shots fired have led authorities to believe it is linked to the slayings of Omar Antigua Polanco, Colonel Jose A. Gonzalez, and Ruben Soto Hayet, who are all linked to Figueroa Acosta. Keeping with Santo Domingo and the Dominican Republic Senate yesterday apologized to U.S. President Barack Obama for ex-President Hipólito Mejia's remarks in which Mejia, the opposition PRD part presidential candidate in a recent visit in the U.S., said, quote, "Obama came from Africa, but we with a little more grace can also do great things here," end quote, meaning in the U.S. The Dominican Republic Senate president said that he acknowledges the good relations between the Dominican Republic and the U.S. And in your cricket update from Kingston, Jamaica, Jamaica will attempt to complete an unprecedented 5th regional first-class title, while Barbados will seek to break a protracted drought when they meet in the final of the regional 4-day championship starting today. And in Trinidad, Amanda Samaru, a 19-year-old all-rounder, has been recalled to the West Indies women's squad after an absence of more than 2 years for the home series against Sri Lanka from April 22nd to May 10th. Samaru's last international was a 2020 against England women in November '09. What does an empty parking spot and violettes have to do with this next story? News Channel 8's Wes Small will let you know.
Thank God it's Friday. I got to tell you, you notice anything funny in back of me? Let's see if you can get it. Here's a government parking lot. It's about 12-something in the afternoon. What do you notice? It's a parking spot. I always said we should have meters here. That's to get more revenue. But this is a sign of the times. Hovenza shutting down, April 20th, officially next week. Folks, get ready for it. We have never found a parking spot in Christiansted so close to these businesses. Look at this. It's a parking spot. This is not a good sign of economical times in Christiansted. There's got to be some business that's doing good. Let's try to find one. That was a little scary, seeing the parking spot when, we just don't see parking spots anymore in Christiansted. So I had to come around the corner and see how the businesses are doing. I'm here with Megan, project manager, who's going to let us know about fragrances and so forth, and makeovers and makeup and things for May, and pre-Mother's Day gifts, and layaway on fragrances for the first time. Megan, thank you. Tell us all about it.
Hi,
and
Wes.
Some duty-free stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, as you know, everything's duty-free here. Some of the things that we we have going on is Rihanna's new scent, Rebel Floor, is back in stock. We were out of it, but we got it back in.
Yes.
Very popular. And we also have new Dooney and Burke merchandise in stock. Beautiful leather handbags here. The Mother's Day specials that we're doing here, we always have layaway on merchandise, but we're actually going to extend that to fragrances. Wow. So anyone that's looking to buy something special and maybe a little bit more expensive for their mom are going to be able to do that. They can just leave a 20% deposit and then pay the rest over time.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have our makeovers. Yeah. Right? Our makeovers. Our makeovers, our free consultations for makeovers and skin consultations are here. We have Estee Lauder, Clarins, Lancome, and Clinique. And all of those, come on in and we'll set you up.
All right. Let's have the days of the week and the hours for Violette's as we celebrate 50 years.
Okay. Violette's is open Monday through Saturday from 10 to about 5:30 in the evening.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Don't forget, they still got the Cash for Gold going, too.
Absolutely. That's going on right now this weekend. We'll have it tomorrow again.
I'm Wes Small. All is well at Violette's. Happy 50th. See what that layaway, I got mine. For News Channel 8.
Vogel has the entertainment report. Vogel, what's coming up?
Thank you very much, Stacey. Good evening to everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Entertainment Report. And we're going to start off with tonight, Friday night, down at the Frontline nightclub in SC in Calcahoon. It's all about Fire Fridays. Go out and check out some of the favorite DJs from around the island. They'll be there spinning tunes for you. And also through the night, you could be able to win some cash money. So please go on down to Frontline each and every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's always something there to remember. Sunday, it's all about the country and western, something for the mature, grown, and sexy. Then we're going to tell you about Saturday night down at the Crusaders nightclub. It's all about more light promotions, and the VI Trinbagonians, they present to you country and western meets soca. There'll be a big country and western dance competition. The winner takes $150 home, and of course there won't be no tax taken away from that cash prize. So go on out. There's going to be music by DJ Puma and DJ Will and Sniper. That's tomorrow night down there at the Crusaders nightclub. Also tomorrow night, you're looking some place to go, you can go and check out the world famous Express Band and DJ Smooth right over there in La Grande Princess at the 2+2 nightclub. Remember, they are there each and every Saturday, but you definitely got to go as they are warming up for Carnival, the 60th anniversary. Please go and check it out there at the 2+2 nightclub. That's the world famous Express Band and DJ Smooth. And then tomorrow night also, you're looking some place to go. All roads leads to Gertrude's and the Hess Road. Go and experience VI Carnival warm-up, brought to you by BCJ Promotion, as it's called Youth Meets Experience. On the youth side, you're going to have the Styly Band, and of course, from St. Kitts representing Experience, you're going to have the Small Axe Band. Also on the card, you're going to have DJ Carl, Selector Cuff, Big Cat Sound, MC Bogle, and also the Madras Terrace. You can still go and get your tickets. They are just $25. Get them at Urban Trades and Strictly Best Clothing. And then we're going to tell you about next week, Saturday, down at Crusaders. It's all about a Caribbean country and western party happening on the Crusaders. It's all about the return of DJ Young Brothers. That's right, those guys know to do their things. So make sure you go out next week Saturday down at the Crusaders nightclub for the return of DJ Young Brothers. You're gonna hear all the different music you want to hear when it comes to Caribbean music. All right, and don't forget to join us next week. I'm going to give you more information about the BVI Music Festival and the St. Kitts Music Festival. All right, so go on out this weekend and you have a good time. Whatever you do, don't drink and drive, and keep it peaceful. Back to you, Stacey.
It's soccer in your Sports 411 when we come back.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
Now here's your Sports 411.
Thanks a lot, Stacey. FIFA and the U.S. Virgin Islands Soccer Association will be hosting its first grassroots festival. I caught up with organizers to get the 411.
My name is Helen Frederick. I'm the president of the U.S. Virgin Islands Soccer Association. I'm here to let you know about what's going on in our organization. This weekend we have a FIFA grassroots seminar coming up, starting from the 13th to the 17th of April. And also on Monday we have a grassroots festival, so I'm just here to give you some feedback. I'm going to introduce you to some members of FIFA, the international governing body of soccer, who are we affiliated to, and they're going to give you a little background of what the grassroots festival is all about and what FIFA actually does for football all over the world.
Right, I'm Anton Cornel. I'm the instructor for the grassroots course being held here this weekend. We have been embarking on these courses throughout the Caribbean, really throughout the world, and it's really bringing football for all from ages 6 to 12. We've had successful programs throughout the Caribbean, and it's St. Croix's turn now to have a program, and hope that it can help with the development of the game, starting from the fundamentals when the kids are very young.
Okay, Mr. Cornel, you come from us from via Trinidad, and how has the program been responsive in your hometown?
Very good, very good. We've had a lot of, I'll have to say, the non-popular areas really grasping to the grassroots program, because it's a program that can be played anywhere, anytime, with really in any space or field. We're a little bit more organized, so we've got organized clubs, but we've got a lot of the far areas that have really grasped the programs, the communities, some of the primary schools, and I think that's going to help build our foundation for the future.
My name is Gregory Engelbrecht. I'm the development manager for the Americas, which includes the North, Central, and South America, including the Caribbean as well.
Okay, what's your role this weekend?
Well, we've been here with the USVI Soccer Association, conducting some meetings and also visiting some of the sites. They have projected for some projects, and including also some matches of youth teams under the age of 12. This has been very informative and very interesting for us to observe what type of programs the association is running. Well, I think it's been some great development in the last year or so within both St. Croix and in St. Thomas, with a number of kids participating in football. And we've had some interesting meetings with the government regarding a potential project for the USVI Soccer Association, so that we can work together with both the association and the government to establish some projects such as a technical center, a training center for soccer here in St. Croix and in St. Thomas. We're looking into a property. We have together with the association. FIFA is able to provide funding to build or to help build infrastructure, but we require that the association provides the land to be able to build that, and the association is now working together with the government to get that piece of land available, so that we can start a project in probably the next 6 months.
All right, sounds good, man. Thanks. Be sure to check out the FIFA Grassroots Festival Monday, April 16th. That's a look at Sports 401 update. I'm Stephen Francis for News Channel 8. Back to you, Stacy.